On this interview video that Faith Evans did, where she seemingly tries to say that the vocals that she did on Tupac's album were something that was taken from a reference vocal that she did for a different group that had nothing to do with Death Row. And just see what you thought, because I know you mentioned previously that you had saw her at the studio. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on this video interview that I'm going to play right now.
Situation with me and Tupac, there really never was a situation. I mean, we met, he was really nice. He asked me to work on his album. He told me he could get it approved or whatever, get clearance from the label. And then I found out that he probably couldn't. I was out there working with another group. I won't name them. They have nothing to do with Death Row.
Okay.
And I was writing for them. That's how I met him. I did a reference vocal for another group I won't name.
Okay.
And it ended up that they were going to try to use that vocal on Tupac's album. So I guess it was for him or whatever. I really don't know. But then I come back home and the first thing I heard has nothing to do with his record is that me and him were involved or whatever. That's not true at all. I mean,
it was strictly business, no pleasure.
It wasn't even business. It would have been business, but it never got that far.
It was you and somewhere else, and then it was moved on to his project, supposedly.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So you played that part. Well, here's some audio right now that you can play, that you can show, that she was in the studio with Tupac that day. I hope y'all catch the difference. So she's saying, as y'all heard, that she thought she was doing some reference tracks for another group. But here y'all hear now, her and Tupac in there talking. And he pretty much telling her how he wanted her to sing on the song.
Is that correct? Come on now, it's Papa Puddin'. Let's roll. Let's go to the next one.
Oh, white sir.
The white sir.
Oh, white sir. Now you want to ad-lib? You are very uncooperative.
Any other track I can get?
Oh, money. Don't do that. I done did this.
You want to go to another room?
All right.
Let us know. Come back right
Hey, why y'all leaving with the food?
Got their food. Ready to go? Okay, I told you to go to that track where it says stick. I don't need that. You don't need that? I do not need that. You positive. Okay. That's why I said go to that and strike.
So we ready?
Yeah. Stick was just something that was there. No necessity for that. You ready?
Oh, you ready?
If the background's too loud, just speak up.
You're fine, girl.
Don't let Pop do the ad-libs. Why not?
All right, chill out. Hold on.
Here we go. Coming in.
Duh. What? I'll blow that shit.
You want me to do it in the beginning?
Yeah. Start all over. Start over. Yes, please. Take it back.
I'm saying I went into the verse.
That's all right.
All right.
Remember, we can bring you in and out whenever we want.
You want to say that?
Yeah.
You want to chorus? Here we go.
This mad fast to be finished.
Hey, but you're doing it. You doing it though, girl.
Exactly, you are.
All right. The only reason I'm attacking Faith, because I actually kind of like Faith. I ain't got no problem with a chick that, we get down with people that I'm cool with, right? But Faith tried to put him out in another interview like he was kind of like I guess a director chair or a director couch stay, where he tried to make him seem like he had to give him a blowjob to get paid.
And you said that you went to Pac's hotel room and, he basically asked for oral sex at that point.
Well, in a very surprising in an offensive way for sure. But I mean, by that time, I think it was, it was pretty clear to me that it, that was all kind of, it seemed to me that was kind of like a plan. You know what I mean? Like you've been kind of like I kind of allowed myself to be played.
So that's the only reason I attack her credibility, because I understand she was a married woman and she's supposed to, deny, deny, deny. As my daddy always told me, he said, you tell a female, who you gonna believe, me or your lying eyes? Who you gonna believe, me or your lying eyes? And so she's supposed to, deny, deny, deny. And so I have no problem with Faith denying this. But when she started making statements, because she done told about 3 or 4 different stories regarding the situation, I'm sure it's a touchy situation, especially as she get older in life and her kids get older, because we was all in our 20s. That we do in our 20s, and then when we look back in our 40s and 50s, we be like, damn, damn, did I do that? Did I really do that? So I really get why Faith tell different stories. I won't even call it lies. Tell different stories. But when she started making it seem like Tupac did a Harvey Weinstein on her, then that's why I go in this be like, no, Faith, you were in the studio with Pop. Stop telling these stories, girl. Here's the audio once again. For y'all that can't hear, Pac and her talking about. He pretty much telling her what he wanted to do. Y'all ain't never heard this before, unless y'all on John's Instagram. So, I'm sorry, not John's Instagram, Bomb First Instagram, which is, John. But, hey, that's all we doing. We're not here trying to bash Faith. I swear we're not. I swear we're just trying to bring evidence that she's not being truthful and evidence that, hey, Tupac and Faith was in the studio together. Hopefully this will be the last time we talk about it. Hopefully she just leave it alone. But that's all we're trying to do. Shout out Faith. Keep doing what you're doing. Keeping Biggie legacy alive and his kids eating.